How are you guys? Good to see you. Good to see you. Man, how you feeling?
I seen your
We're ready
rings on
to-
TikTok.
Look,
You did?
Oh, yeah.
I'm wearing the
So
two.
disgusting.
Waiting for the third.
What's up, Bo? What's going on, man?
Fuck, I gotta get those waffles from you. I got them. I tried them. They're good.
Yeah.
I gotta get them. I gotta order them in.
Ah, thank you.
So, Vic,
Appreciate it.
I gotta ask you, honest opinion from you out of heart. Because you went through, I know I'm gonna say this, 1997 was unique for you, right? We both, you don't have to bring up the past, right?
Oh, 97 was a long time ago. 07.
07, yes, 07. I'm sorry, versus Jay, right?
97, what was that? Oh, shit, I was in college. Yeah.
With Jay, right? When,
Yeah.
when either or, right? How do you feel about what happened at Pittsburgh Pro? Now, my personal opinion, right? my
That's the
personal-
first thing that came to my head. It almost feels like kind of that, only because at a 360,
Yeah,
Nick was just on.
yeah.
And Derek, his shape is superior, but when you go 360, his front was just not
Not there, it was off.
proportionate to his back. And that's the only thing. So to say it was a tie, it just kind of sounded bizarre.
And to me personally, when I watched it, and after I saw the scorecard, I felt like the prejudging, Nick should have been ahead so much more in
So
points.
much more.
But they just carried him over
Yeah,
to the
remember,
end.
I mean, when you're Mr. Olympia, they almost feel like we can't allow this.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that goes through my head. So he's in good enough shape to win because he's Mr. Olympia. But had he not been Mr. Olympia, both of them hand in hand up there, it would have just been
it's a wrap. It would have been a wrap.
would have been Nick.
Yeah.
You know, so it's one of those things. But when you're competing with Mr. Olympia, the name alone holds the weight and gives him a different status of you can't just knock out a champion. It's like Jay, you know. I did 2007. I looked great. I felt great. It was a perfect prep, but kind of cracked him, but didn't because he's at the helm. 08, had I not been injured, it would have been a different story. Because it would have been like a Derek situation where the year prior he won but barely,
Yes.
and then the second year he didn't come in as good, and then he
then,
kind of he lost it. So it was kind of one of those things. But Dexter was pretty much fixed to be on that.
Yes. To be
that-
to grab
to
it,
beat
to
him.
get what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Listen, even taking my bias away, being good friends with Nick. I mean, I was there. I was watching it. I was just like,
And I look at it as bodybuilding. I know
Yeah.
parents, when I deal with an athlete face to face on a personal level, and when I critique a physique on a podcast or speaking to you here right now, I hate when they think it's personal because it never is. We talk bodybuilding. You know, I know all of them. You know that we know all of them. And we can go debate back to back. We can discuss this better with basketball, and guys will be less offensive. Hey, your layups are weak. Your three free
that's
throws
true.
are weak. And,
That's true.
but when you speak to them, they can't take it so personal because we are talking bodybuilding, not out of hate, not out of spite.
But the sport, the way you're doing,
The
for a
way you're
living, yeah.
doing, your work, your presentation, your condition, your color, your look. That's it. Nothing else. We don't hate you guys.
We love
Right?
all of you. We just keep
Love
it real
all
like
you
sports.
guys. You're doing what we love. We're supporting you guys. We here. We're watching you. That's it. So stop that personal shit.
That's true. That's
all
true. They
right?
do get too personal.
We're not judges. We're not fucking sponsors or nothing.
Yeah.
We talk bodybuilding. And the discussion, as long as we're talking about it and keeping it copacetic
Correct.
without trashing or saying
Correct.
anything
Correct.
so negative.
Correct.
Like you should retire, you should be out,
Yeah,
you should have
that's
never
negativity.
played,
Yeah, that's
you
negativity.
don't belong there. We judge you guys based on your look. At the end of the day, all you guys up there look great. And that's it, bro.
Facts. It was definitely a rough one, though. That
You know?
was a
No,
rough, that
it's
was a
rough,
one,
and I
yeah.
can see it in Nick's face, and it's And people that say, "Oh, he's a team player, he's so loser," I'm like, you guys are not up. No, you guys, they're not up there. In the comments, you guys, they're not up there. They don't have the feeling. They don't have that fucking gut.
And in my opinion, that wasn't sore loser. That was just disappointment. Like
No, disappointment happens,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
to judge somebody at the drop of a dime situation that's happening in real time, it's bullshit.
it's unfair. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. But people, you know, we live in a world of judgment, and now with social media, we hand it to them on a platter, you know.
I know.
Come on, I was daydreaming.
I don't want to be rude,
What's
man.
up, bro?
That's right. I was gonna say I wasn't expecting you here, but you're gonna be on Guy's spot tomorrow.
I will be, yes.
So
yes,
it makes sense
yes,
for you to be here
yes,
as well,
yes.
man.
And I was yesterday. I was at Steve's. Here
Yes.
today.
Yes.
Guys tomorrow. Home. I've been on the road every weekend for the last month, and I got two more weekends, and then June is nice.
Well, listen, that's good, man. It's a blessing you get to do that, right? Yeah, I look at it. How's the fam?
Everything's amazing, bro. What's up, bro? How are you?
Good,
You
good.
good?
Good, man.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. I heard because you're a ginger, I heard you're officially black according to TikTok. That's
I want reposition. I want. No. I heard that too.
you heard that, right?
I somebody
was a
sent me.
great influence
Well,
on TikTok.
when I say somebody sent it to me, of course, I got a lot of friends.
Yes.
And I guess I am ginger, you know, no question. So there's a lot of people that sent me that video.
It's all over, bro.
Oh
It's
my God.
all
I
over.
know. It was, yeah. I don't know how I was able to skip the shade because there's clearly, maybe I'm an albino. Maybe I'm a fucking albino ginger.
So all the videos are great because you have all that like the regular people like be like, well, I'm cool now. I get to do this and I get to do that. And
Shall I do a reaction video?
you should.
Yeah, this guy's so low, baby. Let's move over here a little bit.
I think you should. I think that would be great.
Yeah.
So business talk, right? Well,
Okay.
business as a bodybuilding.
Wait, you mean me being black is not business? I can make money.
That's like
He's nodding.
That's like a thing. There's going to be extra genetic things
Okay,
jumping
okay,
up
okay.
now. You're going to be great in bodybuilding, but now you're going to get even better. Now things are going to get even crazier.
I know there's a couple of grants I can pick up for my business, that's for sure.
Yes.
I know. We're talking business now. Come on. Come on.
100%.
I'm not stupid.
100%.
I'm not stupid.
So first,
I threw him off there, didn't I?
first will be New York. What do you expect is going to happen today with the Open, with Nick and everything?
Well, I feel like whenever we ask me before a show, it's kind of like the whole, who's going to win today, Miami or the fucking Jets or something, right? It's a good call. It's a very fun prediction. If you asked me last week at the New York Pro, just to give you context, I was
The Pittsburgh Pro, yeah.
Excuse me, the Pittsburgh Pro. Excuse me, the Pittsburgh Pro. I would have had my expectations just based on the Olympia. It was going to be a Martin, Derek, Nick finding his way somewhere along the line. We all know how it went.
Yes, we do.
You know, 1 week in bodybuilding is either absolutely incredible changes or it can put you back behind. So when you have to take in consideration a lot of different factors, Nick, no question, is the front runner going into the show. Do I see anybody beating him? No. I don't see anybody beating him. But again,
Anything can happen because the body changes so
in a week,
quickly.
now you've got the added pressure of the guaranteed win.
Yeah, that is
mentality.
pressure. That is
so,
pressure.
So that could be one or the other. Now the lineup today, missing a couple of key people from last week. I would love to have seen Martin in the mix today. I think it would have been redemption. Also, it would have been. I guess a different version of Martin because he didn't look the best version of himself last week. We got a dancer around with a camera. Are you trying to avoid?
Because he's loud.
No, he's messing with you.
Your loud northeast voice is
I
killing
love
my
what he
interview.
said that you have a dancer for camera.
It's a fucking real interview with Flex Lewis, let me tell you.
But it's true, like, because Martin would have been a whole new person, right? I think Martin, you know what it was? I think Martin probably is like, you know what? I want to be Nick, but let me just shut this down and take it up to the New York and take it to the Olympics.
He's had a long year,
Yeah.
and with Nick coming in fresh, 2 years of us not seeing Nick. Great improvements. Again, he made the impact he wanted to do. He shut a lot of people up.
Yes, he did.
And, that was the impact we needed. And even though Nick took the second place, from the optics of the sport of bodybuilding, it was a win. because everybody's been talking about Nick. You know, kind of downside, so kind of shines of, doesn't give Derek the props, I guess, because listen, it wasn't like Derek looked bad, and he screwed everybody over. Derek came as a Mr. Olympia. Wasn't the best version of Derek, but still it was good enough to win. But again, this is bodybuilding. It's a subjective sport. We want everybody to turn up. We want the best version of everybody on that stage. And this is why we all are fans, because you are a certain look for bodybuilding. I'm a certain look for bodybuilding. And people like freaks, people like aesthetics, you're going to have a divided pack of that. So when you've got your favorite going up against this guy's favorite, the crowd is going to go crazy. And what happens is it sets up the next, and the next now is today. So today is the New York Pro. Today is going to be an incredible event. There's going to be a battle up there, but I think the battle is going to take place between second and fourth, from the second to fourth place, and that mix up right there.
Yeah, I seen Nick send me some pictures 2 days ago, 3 days ago. He sent me some personal pictures, and
He looks Nick.
yeah, it's
It's like a mutant.
nothing's wrong. Everything looks spot on. But we know 24 hours can change things. You know, it's Nick's either going to come in super tight or he's going to come exactly the same. Even if he's a little off, it's not because he's so on. I don't think he'll be like on any. I don't think he'll be enough to really pose too much of a threat.
Upset the apple
Yes,
cart.
yeah. So, but we'll see. Like I said, anything can happen. I mean, listen, everybody was saying Derek was going to bring this like this whole tomorrow. Meanwhile, after the first shot, listen, I'm not biased here, but personally, after prejudging, I didn't see it as 1 point Derek winning. I saw it as 3 or 4.
Winning.
Yes, in prejudging. Prejudging was literally like, oh my God, what happened, Derek? Why are you so off? Holy mother of God, Nick. You improved everything. You took a shape everybody hates and made it work.
The aesthetic mutant.
Yes. And
Is there such a term?
I think people, it is now. We're using it.
Hashtag.
I'm going to tell him to make that a shirt.
Don't be fucking copyrighting that shit, bro. Aesthetically.
At the show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
People to do it by the
My personal opinion.
yeah, but no, but I said people to do it by the live stream don't see the full thing.
When after prejudging,
Yeah.
and when I showed the scorecard later, it didn't look like, I'm not a judge, but it wasn't a 1 point game. It was multiple points because all the shots that Nick never wins, he was winning, if not touching. Derek just was so off on the lower half. The problem was the lower half, when Derek's off on the lower half, the legs disappear. Then you put his legs next to Nick. And it's like on the back poses, like, and this isn't putting anything negative against Derek, but standing next to Nick, they look like they're not amateur legs, but I'm comparing that aspect. They look amateur compared to Nick's legs in that scene at that look. Now, don't get me wrong, that's not me saying Derek's are amateur, but that alone just took Nick and just brought that whole package to holy shit, because he was checking all the boxes. And listen, people can talk about Nick's gut all day long, but guess what? In the pose, he locks it in, and doesn't move. Who the hell doesn't move for minutes standing there in that one pose? The guy's a statue. Like literally a statue. So, in my personal opinion, again, I'm not a judge. I had him winning so much in prejudging that no matter what happened in finals, it was going to just carry him over to the game.
I see it being close because if you look at, you dissect body part to body part, right? And I can be very, neutral, okay? Because I'm friends with everybody.
Of course.
So when you break everything up, there was no question it was close, but I still had Derek winning. And again, I feel like, again, I'm a judge. I'm judging what I think bodybuilding is.
Correct.
Right? So yes, there's mutants, there's aesthetics, there's all of the above. But they're bringing in the complete package. Both guys brought an incredible package.
Yes.
Both guys brought their A game.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, you have your favorites.
Yeah.
These guys have their favorites. And I'm favorable with everybody. But when it comes down to it, if you've done this, and you just think this is where the show was broken down. You had to go by body part to body part.
Yes,
because it was
yes,
so
yes.
fucking close.
Yes.
So then you're going to look at like, okay, maybe Derek has more separation here, Nick doesn't. And then you turn somebody around, it's like, oh shit, Nick has more separation here, and Derek has some more separation here. And then there's the lines. The thing is, Nick is an absolute freak of freaks, right? But he's done one hell of a job in that 2 years to now put that narrow that distance
Yes.
that distance of conversation about, oh, Nick is not comparative to this person, because now it's gone. So we can say all day long about last weekend.
Correct.
But what's going to happen at the next year? Because this was, you remember, Nick disappeared for 2 years. So he lost the momentum. He lost a lot of stuff, which all plays a part. You know, you got a previous champion
Yes,
that's
it
just
does,
coming off
yeah.
the Honor Classic.
He's driving, yeah.
And here's the thing. Nick came away from that show, no matter what that number was on the weekend, Nick came away with
A big win.
saying that he had won. More people than I've seen in a very long time saying, screw. So when that happened to me, when I came second to Kevin English, all I heard was, after some time, when I went all around the world, you got screwed. All I heard was, congratulations, next year. Congratulations next year. Because I gained so many fans by coming second place. Remember, Nick for 2 years was absolutely talked shit about. Nick Talker, Nick this, pull out show. This is how fickle bodybuilding is. People forget. He came into this weekend show, Pittsburgh Pro. Whoop! Narrative was flipped. Nick now has a massive fan base. It was the worst and the best thing that ever happened. Take it from somebody who happened to them. And now the future is bright for Nick Walker. And it just sets up the Mr. Olympia if everything happens tonight at the show.
correct.
So we can all have our opinions. But again, this is what this sport is. It's based on the opinions of 7 people sitting in the front
Yeah,
row.
at the end of the day, yeah.
And us as fans can always cheer. I never boo. I know this guy boos.
Whoa. I don't want a bad name, so I keep that internally in my head.
You just told GM White, fucking Nick Walker should have won.
Oh, well, you know, things happen here. Things happen.
It's all good.
Listen, I'm not a judge. That's what I thought, right? But I'm not a judge, so it doesn't matter, right? I had my opinion, so it is what it is. Just like everybody else does. But at the end of the day, my opinion's not relevant to what...
Yes, it is.
It's relevant, but not... I'm not judging. I'm not school.
In that context, yes.
So I'm having conversations just like everybody else.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, the decision was made. Okay, decision made. Respect it. It is what it is.
Because I am the athlete, when a decision is made, the worst thing an athlete can do is say, I should have won, I got screwed, because that doesn't help them. You've got so much momentum right now, you just suck it up and go, you know what, I seem so close. That feeling in my heart, the pit of my stomach, it is going to be motivation. So let the fans get pissed off, let the friends get pissed off, as long as they don't turn online to make it look bad for you. You just handle your business, wipe off your tears, and get back up there next fucking show and show the world why you got screwed over. I done it, many others have done it, and Nick Walker this weekend will do it too.
And Nick definitely uses that. Nick's biggest fuel driver is being told he can't. He's not good enough. That's his biggest fuel. So
Okay, I'm coming to grab it.
we'll see the new mutant. I think we're going to see even a newer version of the mutant at the Olympia. I honestly
I
feel.
agree. There's enough time.
Yeah, because every time no matter what happens today, he's going to keep going to the gym, and that's going to keep playing in his head, where it's like, I'm not good enough yet, but you will see. You know what I mean?
I think it's not I'm good enough yet. I think it's I'm good enough yet. Just fucking wait now. I've got fuel in the fire. I'm going to be much better at the Olympia because I've had 2 years to prove it. I proved it last weekend, and I prove it this weekend. And come October at the Mr. Olympia, I'm going to shock the world. That's what I feel is going to happen.
Listen, when Nick goes, they want to see the mutant? Okay, you'll see a mutant.
What the fuck's a mutant?
Because they call him mutant, right? The mutant?
Oh, the mutant?
Yes, the
I thought
mutant.
you said mutant. I know there's a fucking mutant fucking word going around.
It's our
somewhere.
English, bro. We're from different
Bro, there's
places.
so many
Things
fucking,
happen.
there's so many terms in my gym right now with all these little fucking TikTokers coming in and fucking saying these words and this and that. I can't even tell you. What's the new one? Morgan and fucking all this shit. I'm like, oh my god, they speak fucking English, guys. Stop creating new words. Fuck sakes. On that side of things, we started off talking about family, went through all the fucking New York Pro, Pittsburgh Pro, Mr. Olympia stuff, and now we're talking
we're on
about
TikTok.
Now we're talking about mutant or mutant. I can't understand his fucking English.
My my personal favorites. From
Okay,
the
definitely get one of these.
Pat, say that again. Tell them which is
The cream filling. This is the cream filling that you're always big about. Yes, it's going to be all up in your mouth.
Oh, what's this one?
That's so that one's good because it has a little ice cream on top. I like the ones with the fillings inside.
Yeah, I know you do. Okay, I'll take these 3, please.
I'm all about that. I'm all about that.
That went downhill.
It's okay. We're bringing it back up.
Can I grab these 3?
It's all for free. Grab it.
No, man, let me pay.
I put the word in for you,
Thank you.
Paul.
I
I'm gonna
appreciate
pay,
it.
if I
Thank
need
you so
to, I'll
much.
pay, Paul.
You wouldn't have to have any bags, would you?
I don't.
Okay, no
You got
problem.
hands, Paul. You
I
can
got
do this.
hands. I'll put them. I'll find something.
You got
to
hands,
put 'em.
Paul.
Paul, you got a big man bag there.
I do. I'll find him. I'll squish him in
Rudy,
there.
did you want a muffin?
No, I'm good the way that.
Rudy,
Thank
you
I
gotta get a
appreciate it,
muffin.
though.
These are
Thank you.
they're orgasmic. it's like an orgy of flavor in your mouth. Do you like
Coming from
Yes.
of orgies.
These is like if you like brownie.
Patrick
Let me
is.
see what you got.
Okay, like we got here, buff served, cinnamon bun, cinnamon burst.
And then strawberry jelly donut.
Does this one also have cream inside?
There's cinnamon middle.
Oh, okay, cool.
Do you have
Okay.
the chocolate mousse here?
I do strawberry.
That's
That
my
one,
favorite.
is that one to try? Really?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
my favorite. That's my favorite. Oh, Paul, you missed out. Sorry.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
I mean, you got enough filling to
I
fill
do.
you.
I got plenty. Thank you so. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Andre.
Andre? Paul. Pleasure to meet you, Andre. Thank you so much. I can't wait to try these after.
Yeah, take that.
They're not going to last today. They're not going to be shit. I'm going to burn
I'm
one
wondering how
after.
you're gonna
Try.
I'll find a way. I'm going to burn one after tonight, and then these are all going to get done.
We're gonna catch it in a quarter.
Yeah, you'll find me outside in a corner, burning and eating.
You got crows.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, bud.
Sorry.
Oh, you go.
What are you handing out, dog?
Thank you, Andre.
This is it, dude. When you're done your show, you need to get some.
All right, Pat.
Guys, I think I have a problem. Honestly, I feel like I'm cheating on my wife eating these muffins because that's how good they are. So we have a spread here of honestly orgasmic Buff Muffins came to the New York Pro. They're literally making that experience unbelievable with just orgasmic flavors. If you haven't tried these, you really need to either order directly from Buff and Muffins, or stop by an Aries location and experience it for yourself because it's unreal. Honestly, unreal. I gotta stop before I go nuts. I can't stop eating these. How do you think the show's gonna go?
We expect Nick to win it, right? I mean, it's kind of what everyone's saying. We looked at last week, it was close, right?
I mean, listen, I'm not a judge. I felt like prejudging was should have been more towards Nick, the way Nick was at prejudging versus how Derek was just a little bit off. But again, I'm not a judge, right? Just a fan or a spectator.
Well, he made such a strong showing, it doesn't matter sometimes those seconds.
Paul, did you ever meet Jay Cutler?
Oh, hey, Jay, how you doing? Good to see you.
Should have worn my shirt.
Paul's pretty big in Canada.
That would have been an
He
honor.
runs Canada over
I
there.
heard you were in Canada last week.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
He runs it there.
Yeah.
He runs the show there.
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah.
Like a celebrity.
In a non-official way,
You're like
yeah.
a Tom Cruise.
Yeah, I'm Tom Hanks. Yeah, whichever. Any old Tom.
Did you have a muffin? They have muffins here.
I
You
know.
gotta
I
try
put them
them.
in my room. I'm gonna have them after. I don't want to eat too much before I go back and sit down.
gotta
I'll
control
fall
yourself,
asleep.
Paul.
Yeah,
I understand.
Yeah, I don't want to eat too much food right now. I'm trying to stay sharp.
Yes, of course. All right, Paul.
All right, Patrick. I'll catch you. Good to see you, Jay. You look great.
All right, good to see you, brother.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Always a pleasure, bro.
That was exciting.
Thank you so much, sir.
Congrats, bro.
Wrong side.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Smile more.
I know.
What the fuck, dude?
I just
don't smile.
I
You're
just get so locked in.
I know,
you
but you look like you're like.
about to murder someone.
No, you think like you're thinking about what you're doing, but you need to enjoy it because it's easy for you.
Yeah,
You've done it a fucking million times. Smile more. I thought you looked great, but I didn't get to see you last week. You next level. This is next level. I told everyone it's not. It's a different level. But I know what the job is. I know where you're heading. But I just want you to smile.
I'll work on it. I just gotta walk around with a smile on it.
Right? Tell them to smile.
You spent all that money on them teeth. Hell.
I know.
You got new teeth.
There we go.
Yeah,
I know.
smile.
I know.
Love your smile.
You got a nice smile, you know, but
So do you.
I smiled. So I can't tell you to do anything with your body.
Yeah.
But smile.
I'll smile. I'll work on it.
You smiled a couple of times, but it took a little bit to get it up.
Yeah,
Right?
I
Did you
tried.
notice that?
Yeah.
I know you're the mutant and shit, but you gotta look happy.
Gotta be a happy me.
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Happy Ninja Turtle.
But if your legs get any bigger, you're not gonna be able to walk. That's the biggest issue.
They improved?
They improved a lot, and they're just, I mean, your side poses. That's why I said it's different level of density, you know.
Yeah.
You get it so much density, it's just about refinement. Now it's like just, you're getting things that you didn't have 2 years ago.
Yeah.
You know, this is all like,
I never had that last year.
yeah, it's very detailed.
Yeah. So that was it's cool.
And the longer you hold this muscle now, it's gonna get more detailed. Maturity, you know, you're a young guy. You don't hit your stride until your mid-30s. You're not there yet, so no rushing to do anything. Because you put consistency.
Yeah.
You just look like you enjoy it more. 'Cause you looked like it at the end, but you actually thought you had a competition for a while there. It looked like.
Well, after last week, I'm like, I ain't saying shit.
Yeah, we don't.
It's only gonna make this better, like I told you last week. And I told you, all this, you're gonna look back.
Yep, you're right.
I know you wanted that extra 50 G's.
We got
You'll
80
make it
total.
up.
We got 80
I know, but
It's okay.
there's more to come.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. There's a big one coming.
And that's next year too, and
Yeah,
the next year after that.
yeah. Absolutely. I like your shoes, man.
Thank you.
That's fresh.